You're gonna start off with some nacho cheese. Some ground beef. And some baked beans. Now you're gonna add some pasta. Some salt. Little pepper. And 8 ounces of beef stock. And now using a rubber spatula, what you're gonna do is just mix this all together. And now we're gonna put this in the oven at 350 degrees. Now, as soon as it comes out of the oven, I like to throw in a little fresh cheddar. Mix that in. And of course, this is Nacho Mama's casserole. So for a little bite, I like to add a handful of tortilla chips, crushed up. Okay. Mix that together. You can see the cheese. Look at that. Gorgeous. And finally, I like to garnish with a little fresh cilantro. Really sends home that nacho flavor. Okay, and there we have it. This is Nacho Mama's casserole. Okay, so now I'm gonna get myself a nice dish of this. Oh yeah, look at that cheese just melting. That's why you want to throw the cheese in at the end and not beforehand. That is definitely the hack. Okay. Same thing with your herbs. You want to make sure you toss those in at the end, not when it's cooking, or else all those fresh flavors get totally lost. I'm a wild child, so I like a little bit of hot sauce on this, but if you don't like it spicy, that's totally fine. And now I'm going to try my pasta. Oh, yeah. Cheers. First, you're gonna pour some creamy tomato soup into a greased casserole dish. Now I'm gonna add some fresh pasta. I just cooked this. So just pour that into the tomato soup. Now we're gonna add our ground beef. So just add all of your beef crumble in like that. Now add some taco seasoning. You can just pour the whole thing in there. And now using a rubber spatula, I'm just gonna mix this all together. Now we're gonna add some cream cheese. So just plop that in there like this. Now we're gonna go ahead and put this in the oven at 350 degrees until your cream cheese melts. While that's in the oven, you're just gonna prepare some bacon. Okay, I just took this out. What we're gonna do here is just break up the cream cheese into cubes. That just makes it easier. Okay, so we're gonna do that both ways. Just make a crisscross pattern across the cream cheese. Okay, and now what we're gonna do is just mix this all together. Now, while it's warm like this, you want to go ahead and add in some mozzarella cheese. Okay. Let's break this up. Mix that in. You don't want to cook the mozzarella in the oven or else it'll just burn and it won't taste as creamy. So just add that in after. I like to add 2 types of cheese. So I add a mozzarella and a cheddar. Okay, great. And you're gonna do the same thing with this. Just mix this in really good and let that, oh yeah. You want it to be oozy, just like this, just melting in your mouth. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Just look at that, pulling apart. Oh yeah. That is just delightful. So now I'm gonna go ahead and add the bacon. I just chopped this up into little crunchy bits. Okay. You wanna add that and some fresh herbs of some sort. If you wanna do cilantro, that's fine. This is parsley. You can add whatever one you like. Okay. I think it's just nice to have a pop of green in there. Tastes really fresh and bright on your mouth with all the cheese. And here we have it. This is just outstanding. So now I'm just gonna make myself a plate. Really doesn't get any better than this. Oh yeah. I don't know one person who wouldn't like this recipe. It makes a great side dish for a barbecue or a party. And it's nice too for just a Sunday dinner, little treat. Oh, when the cheese pulls like that, that's when you know you did it right. So just keep that in mind. So that looks awesome. Look at this creamy goodness up close. Oh, this is really just so fantastic. I cannot wait to eat this. Yum, 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 yum. I am very excited about this one. I was just in the mood for some cheese today. Look at that. That is when you know you cook the cheese right. People just keep getting this wrong. And oh, it's very easy to get it right. Okay. So now I'm going to take a bite. That just doesn't want to stay on. This is the best pasta you will ever have. First, you want to start with some mac and cheese. So just add that to a greased pie pan like this. Get that all in there. Great. Now just spread that evenly across the bottom surface. Once you've added that, we're going to add some lobster corn chowder. So this is the hack right here. You don't need to add the instructions that are on the box. Just add the lobster corn chowder. Great. So now with the spatula, we're just going to mix this all together. Gorgeous. And now we're going to add the cheese packet. So just spread that evenly across the entire thing. This just makes the best cheesy lobster mac and cheese at a fraction of the cost. So mix this together. You can see it turning more yellow because of the cheese. Now we're going to add a mozzarella stick crust. Okay, so just cut these in half. You can use any mozzarella sticks you want. You could even make them yourself. And we're just going to create a little border around our pie. This tastes so nice. And I think this gives it a nice professional look. Beautiful. Okay, so the last thing here is we're going to add some mild cheddar. This is just shredded cheddar cheese. You can use whatever shredded cheese you'd like. This one I think just tastes nice with this recipe. Okay, looking great. Now I just like to season the top with a little salt and pepper. Gorgeous. This just makes every bite taste so much better when you add some salt and pepper to the top. And now we're going to put this in the oven at 350 degrees. Look how gorgeous this came out. I just took this out of the oven. You want to just let this cool for a couple minutes before you cut into it. You can see that this is fully set now. So this is great. I'm going to just take a spatula here, cut myself a little piece. I love this because it makes it really easy to cut a piece when you can just cut right in between the balls like that. Beautiful. This set absolutely perfectly. So I'm just gonna add this to a dish and take a nice bite. This came out so great. So now I'm gonna cut into it here and take a nice bite. Bon appetit. Doesn't get better than this.